Hi, I'm John Hansen. I've been fortunate enough to have a career in the fantasy sports industry for well over 2 decades. And over the years, I've done it all. I was the first fantasy content provider at ESPN.com. I was on the first broadcast day of the NFL Network, SiriusXM, NFL Radio, and DirecTV's Fantasy Zone channel. I've had my own national print magazine. I'm the morning host on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, and I've been inducted into the Fantasy Sports Writers Association's Hall of Fame. I've worked really hard, and thanks to my followers and of course fantasy football, all my dreams have come true. And now I need a new dream. And that is why my new dream is a brand new website. And I've enlisted a fantasy sports dream team to help me implement this new project. Everybody wants fantasy points, so we created a website where you can get them, and it's easy to remember. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to fantasypoints.com. This new website is going to be so amazing in terms of its look, feel, and features, but it's still all about the staff. You can see full bios of our staff on the website, but let me introduce you to our all-star crew. First up, it's Joe Dolan. Joe's been a full-time professional in the fantasy industry for over a decade, extremely knowledgeable and articulate. Joe's the #1 pre-draft fantasy ranker on Fantasy Pros from 2014 to 2018. Next, we have Tom Brawley, our resident grinder, a former high school quarterback and sports editor of the Daily Collegian at Penn State. Tom's been a full-time fantasy and gambling analyst for almost 10 years, and he knows the game front to back. The managing editor of NFL.com's fantasy content through 2019, I was so impressed by Graham Barfield that I had previously hired him before he even graduated college. Graham's ability to combine data and film analysis helps him create some of the most unique content in fantasy football. Previously, PFF's senior fantasy analyst, Scott Barrett, combines a unique background in philosophy and investing with a love of football and spreadsheets. He's best at digging deep into some of the most predictive and most advanced stats in football, and he'll tell you what matters most and what's just noise. Gregg Cosell is one of the preeminent NFL analysts in the country due to his vast knowledge of personnel and matchups based on tape study. Cosell regularly supplies us with valuable and actionable insight and intelligence that cannot be found anywhere else. There isn't a fantasy site that can boast having a legit NFL insider on staff until now. Adam Kaplan, formerly an NFL insider at ESPN, has been covering the league for 20 years and playing fantasy even longer. Incredibly connected, Kaplan's content will surely give you a leg up on the competition with exclusive tips and insider notes. We've also enlisted the best injury person in the business. Dr. Mark Addicts, an orthopedic surgeon, was a first-team All-American at Baylor and a Super Bowl champion with the Redskins in 1992. We'll have 3 different packages. Package number 1 is your basic free package. You'll get off-season articles, podcasts, and more. The standard package will include all season-long articles, all projections and rankings, standard leaderboards and stats, the Fantasy Points Generator, which is a fantastic draft tool assistant loaded with analytics and intelligence, and you'll also be able to import your rosters from various league management websites. And finally, the premium package will include everything in the free and standard package, plus community chat access, live streams, advanced leaderboards, DFS and betting content, DFS tools, and much, much more, including Gregg Cosell's draft guide. Obviously, our plan was to launch a premium website with very competitive pricing, mind you. But given the coronavirus situation, we have decided to roll this puppy out for free. So head on over right now to fantasypoints.com, create a free account. That will get you access to all our pre-draft content, all of our free agency reviews, Gregg Cosell's 2020 draft guide, and much, much more. Once we know for sure that there will be an NFL season, then we will start requiring a subscription to be purchased. But until then, this is a great opportunity for you to test drive what will be a dominating force in the fantasy sports industry for the next couple of decades, and you can do it for free. Head on over to fantasypoints.com, create your free account today.